he asked Drake what he needs or what he feels like he needs to work on moving forward. You mentioned Paul. From your perspective, what does he need to still address?
Yeah, I think probably target a few things for him. I think his play action pass has to improve. Just the ball handling there, we're not quite where we need to be to get the most out of it. So that's an area we've targeted for improvement. I think the other thing for Drake is if we have plays set for different looks, and then being able to respond and react if it isn't the look that we're game planning against and knowing where to go with the ball. Those are the two biggest things. Ball security, for sure. It was a tough one. The strip sack fumble, that was a tough one. He was getting ready to throw it, so that's going to happen. But got to take care of the football. That's our number one goal every week, is to come away with no giveaways for them. So if we can keep improving there, we'll be better.
Coach, you mentioned play action. I know that was a big core piece of your offense, but I think you're towards the bottom of the league in play action rate. Does that have to do with the run game struggles, the play fakes, the situation?
That's where we are right now. We're running the ball effectively. You earn that right to use the play action. Teams right now have played shell against us in the run game, and until we can run the ball effectively versus two high defenses, it's going to be tough for us to get the play action game going.
You guys were talking yesterday about getting back to the mentality of running the football. Week one, obviously, is the goal. How do you get there mentally and physically with what you have on the
Yeah, I mean, we have to be better across the board. I thought we took, as a whole offense, I thought we took a step back last week, and I told those guys that. I thought we made 2 strides forward, and we took a step back last week. So challenge is to get back to where we were heading. I think, and the run game's included in that. We love to run it 30 times a game. At the same time, you have to be in a situation where you're allowed to do that, and that's having successful runs on first and second down throughout the course of the game. Unfair to the running backs at times, like not giving them enough touches, but at the same time, you have to keep yourself in the game. And I thought our pass game is an area that we've improved over the last 3 weeks, and I think that's kind of where we leaned in that game. Got away from the run.
I think we saw, Alex, Michael Lang playing a little bit of left guard in practice yesterday. Is that a consideration? And is there ever a concern about moving him around too much?
Sure, there is a concern of that. The continuity would be great. We're just not, we don't have that luxury right now. Mike's our best offensive lineman, so we're going to put him where he can be successful for us as well. He's been very versatile. We'll see what happens with this week, but, I feel really good about Mike's play. He needs to be available wherever he needs to be. So if he plays left guard, if he plays right guard, if he plays right tackle, again, he's our best offensive lineman. We're going to put him in an area where we need him.
Alex, as you get deeper into the season, when it comes to playing time decisions, how do you balance, the guys who give us the absolute 100% best chance to win on Sunday versus the team's longer-term vision, which I know Elliott has spoken about, and you've been a part of this in Green Bay. Hey, we're going to emphasize playing young players for the sake of their development.
It's a fine line. You want to put your best players out there to win each week. At the same time, you want to bring along your guys that you think have a future. So it's really an opportunity for those guys to go out and showcase, are they going to be a part of us moving forward? So there is that fine line of playing the veteran guys and then not developing the young guys, or attempting to develop the young guys throughout the course of the season. That's where we are right now, trying to still continue to develop those guys. I see Baker getting more reps, Polk coming back after a little break, getting him involved. It's tough for those guys. I know they're competitive. They want to be up every week, but as an organization, we still have to continue to develop our guys too.
And then those decisions come down from you. Do you discuss, for example, the receivers with Tyler? Where's Gerard? How
It's all of us. All of us sit together and talk, for sure. Yeah, it's collaborative. Elliott, Gerard.
What did this offense do to get Jim Pope going? It seemed like he had a solid summer for you guys and a decent start, but it's fallen off the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, and we just got to get him in there, get him acclimated again, get him back in there, and find some targets for him. A very capable receiver. Loved what he did in college. Again, had a great summer for us. Just got to get him reset and get back into it.
Is there a delicate balance between wanting to develop these younger players, but also wanting to compete and win? And what's that like for you?
Yeah, absolutely. That's the fine line. It's tough. Where we are right now, we need to see who we have. Where can we go to the future with these guys? And I think that's part of that fine line. They're picks, draft picks. We liked them coming in out of college. We need to see if they can perform at this level.
What have you seen from Javon Baker that you just said he was looking at getting more reps? What have you seen from him that has led to that?
Yeah, he's an explosive player. He comes off the ball extremely hard. He stresses defensive backs in coverage. He's elusive. He's really wiggly at the top of the routes and can create separations. There's a lot to like.
Understanding that Drake is a rookie and there's going to be mistakes, obviously, as he learns.
Have you seen him when he makes those mistakes? Is he not been prone to repeating the error
Absolutely.
again?
Yeah, that's one of his qualities, I think, is not being a repeat offender. He's a very intelligent guy. He learns from his mistakes, and you rarely see it made twice. That's a definite.
Was that a learning experience, that final play in regulation? You heard guys from Hunter saying, I stepped out of bounds, gave myself up to. I think Kendrick said he needed to run more around, which Ramondre did. How much of that is a learning experience for not just Drake, but the entire offense?
Everybody. I mean, when you talk about pass protection, we put the infinity sign up, because we have a guy that's very mobile. He can move and extend plays. One of the best plays I've seen in a long time. His ability to keep the play alive. You described it well. I thought Mondre worked his butt off to find the place to be open. We're smart players too. Hunter stepped out of bounds and knew he wouldn't be eligible. So just doing it the right way. Again, continuing to emphasize just the never quit on a play. There's no time clocks. We played to the whistle, and that was like a 12-second whistle. I thought Trey did an excellent job. He battled, he fought. He had some big blocks there to keep Drake moving through the pocket. But impressive by all those guys. But great learning experience. There's no time clock on the play.
Alex, regarding Chicago under Eberflus, the last time we saw Chicago here in 2022, that defense was very good in the second half, especially, and they're trending that way again this season. What is it about their defense you see schematically? Do they change? Made them effective in the second?
There's a little more change, just not getting into the scheme, but there's some more change. But it's definitely an Eberflus style defense. They play hard, they run to the ball, they attack the ball. There's a lot of qualities you see from Marinelli and Monty Kiffin's defenses. Very similar in the style. There's some more true Tampa 2 that shows up that you don't see as much nowadays, where that's part of their structure and their DNA. But they present challenges, through their protection schemes as they attack you on third down, and they're playing really well in the red zone. So it's a big challenge for us. This defense is playing well. They're well coached and they're very disciplined. They play very hard.
So it adds to the importance of being able to run against talking about the 2 shot.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I think that'll be key this week.
What about that Drake May's final play in regulation made it one of the best plays you've seen in a long time?
For him, it was just the ability to escape, the danger and flip the field, almost go down, and make a guy miss. I thought it was a very impressive play. We were joking in the quarterback room that, how'd you know that you were going to make that guy miss? And he made the comment, well, you can't look at him. So I think he was setting up. I think it was Key who had him, and then he sidestepped him and continued to extend. So really impressive play by him and by all involved.
Alex, it's always easy on the play calling to look at after the fact when the play maybe doesn't work. I'm curious how you do that into the second quarter there, the last minute.
Disappointing. I mean, to me, that was the most disappointing 2 plays of the day. We had 2nd and 1 in a 2-minute drive. We had 2 direct runs downhill, and we didn't pick up a yard. So we got to be better there. Anytime you hand it off and go straight downhill, you expect to get a yard, even if it's poorly blocked. But we have to be better there. That was an opportunity for us to stay on the field. We had plenty of timeouts, and had an opportunity there to go down and get points. And that to me, that was the most disappointing 2 plays of the day.
Disappointing because of the call or the execution?
We got to get the first. 2nd and 1. Yeah. Yeah, we got to do better on our double team there at the point of attack on that one, and we maybe had a miss ID on the 3rd and 1 that left the linebacker free in the hole. So we got to be better in those situations. Fully expect to convert and continue in a 2-minute drive there.
Alex, aside from Drake, are there a couple of young players where you're A, proud of their improvement, but B, that might not surface in a way that's as obvious as throwing touchdowns or running around for 12 seconds? And who are they, and how does that manifest?
Yeah, I think our young guys are getting better each week. I talked about Baker already. Polk's continuing to come on. Layden had a rough start. He drew the short stick on the day, getting Simmons, and that was tough. But he's a guy that's very powerful, does some good things in the run game. He's coming on Ben, who just came in. He's a young player, really picked it up and is really the bell cow running it there from the center position now. So those guys have been impressive.
Alex, what about question, guys? I thought Jaheim Bell and the influence of Hunter and Austin in that room.
Huge growth from Bell. Really just seen him develop as more of a pro now. Those guys are a big part of that, showing them the way. being in that room is big for him, just to listen to how those guys operate and how they, their routines, how they take care of themselves. He's more involved in special teams now, which is an area where he can see the field. That gets him a helmet on Sunday, then we could use him on the offense as well. But really proud of the way he's grown throughout the course of this season. All right, guys, thanks.